Shalom. This is High Priest Kahalal, Love the Law, also known as Kalvon Israel, back with another video lesson, giving all praises, honor, power, glory, dominion, majesty, reverence, blessings, worship, love, and admiration to the Most High, Yahweh, and Yahweh only. Double honors, triple honors to Yahweh and Yahweh only. No Bahashim. Understand that? All right. Now, today's video lesson is the second earth Israelite kingdom. That's right. The second earth Israelite kingdom. We're going to be learning about the second earth Israelite kingdom today. All right. Now, I know I got a few video lessons out there about the second earth, but this is a powerful one. I'm going to run it down again for you guys. This is a new video. All right. So I'm going to run it down again and make it a little easier to understand. Yeah, I'm going to break it down even further and make this lesson a little quicker, a little more thorough. All right? Yes, there is life after death. And this life that we're in now is just a test. It's like sorting grounds, right? Testing grounds. The Most High is sorting us out, classifying us, right? Placing us, ranking us where we are going to be on the second earth. All right, so that's why we tell people to repent, to serve the Most High only, and to keep all His commandments. All right, so that they can be rewarded after this great test called life, right here on the first earth. All right, you carry out your test, you keep your great faith in the Most High, you serve the Most High, keeping His commandments, staying away from idolatry, doing what is required of you. And then when you, quote unquote, die, you don't die. You actually go to the second earth, a physical world, just like this earth. The second earth is parallel to this earth. They're similar, but not identical. Okay, there's an Israel on the second earth. There's other land on the second earth. There's the heathens' land on the second earth that they will be granted to go back to, but with us governing over them with the Torah. Okay? So it's parallel worlds. All right? This is our true promise. All right? And all praises to the Most High Yahweh that He gave the high priest this knowledge, this power, because knowledge is power, right? A lot of people can't see this. They can't look off into the scriptures and perceive that there is life after death. Especially, they can't look off into the Tanakh, the so-called Old Testament, and see it, right? It's very clear, when you having the Most High deal with you, it's very clear that there is life after death. I mean, if it's not, then what's the point of even keeping the commandments? if it's not a reward or a punishment, to do so. That means it's not a requirement. That means it's optional. If you don't have a reward for keeping it, and you don't have a punishment for not keeping it, then you make it optional, right? And everyone gets graded once the test is over. And once you get your test scores back, if they're good test scores, then your Father rewards you, because this is a big test, right? And a lot of people is failing this test, like the Christianites, the idolaters, right? The wicked people, the gangsters out there, the worldly people, right? They are failing this test, right? They're ranking grade level, junior high level, and the Christianites that are in the Christian camps believing in idol shy, JC, they are in high school. Us that have this esoteric knowledge to serve the Most High only, keeping all his commandments, we are in college. We have college knowledge, right? And we are about to graduate and enter our careers on the second earth. Yeah, that's right. So this life is about excelling. It's about growing in knowledge, being humble so that you can do so, because having too much pride, thinking that you are, the grand master teacher, having too much pride, that's going to block you from learning, thinking that you already know it all and you're just this big know-it-all. The Most High Yahweh is the only know-it-all, right? So you have to go and seek him and ask him and continue to keep asking him to lead you into all truth. But a lot of people can't do that. A lot of people can't look off into the Tanakh and see the second earth or the life after death. Okay, but it is mentioned in other books like the New Testament. Is clear on their standpoint of life after death. And then the Quran is clear. They believe in a life after death, a paradise. The New Testament believes in a heaven, right? And a hell. A hell where you go if you do not believe in JC and you burn for eternity. That's in the New Testament, where you literally burn with flames of fire for eternity for not believing that JC existed. That's completely nonsense. The New Testament was originally written in Greek by the Edomite Romans, so it has a lot of Greek mythology and Greek philosophies in there. They believe that, this is what JC says in there, they believe that when a person died, in the resurrection, they don't go back to being human. In the resurrection, they neither marry or give into marriage, but they become as one of the angels of God, right? That's falsehood. That's nonsense. The angels have their glory, and us as human beings, we have our glory. And the Tanakh, it tells us that we are going back to being human beings on another earth, a new earth, a second earth, in physical form, but just in our perfection, right? Completely in our perfection, and way more powerful. If you died weak If you died old, you're going to go back and have the dew of your youth. That's what we read in the scriptures, okay? So we read that Daniel 12:2. For those that sleep in the dust of the earth, right? So all human beings, they die, they go back to the ground, they be buried, right? There's a spiritual awakening. All souls go back to the Most High. The Most High is going to clothe your soul with flesh. Ezekiel 37, the valley of dry bones. A lot of people have the idolatrous Malcolm X understanding of the valley of dry bones. The Israelites get their understanding from the idolatrous Muslim Malcolm X. They get their understanding of Ezekiel 37, the valley of dry bones, from him. That's false, right? That is speaking of resurrection to the second earth, okay? So the Most High is going to clothe our soul with flesh and bones, and we're going to live in physical form on the second earth. The Most High can do that. He's the only one that can speak things in existence. These prosperity preachers in Christianity got you thinking that you have the ability of God to just speak things into existence in your life. And that's false. You can have a positive attitude about things and give it your best shot, and maybe you can achieve it, but you can't just speak something in your life and the Most High doesn't have it planned for your life and you receive it in your life. Understand that, all right? The Most High is the only one that can say, I want an earth here, and it's there, right? I want two earths. I want one to test people on, right? And for them to see the test for themselves, right? Because this life is a testimony against yourself. The Most High is all-knowing. He knows who you are exactly, but this life is a testimony against yourself. See, the Most High already knew you was a servant. The Most High already knew you was a schmuck. The Most High already knew you didn't love him. The Most High already knew you was a slave. You didn't know that. So that's what this earth is for, right? Now you done lived your whole life and dissed the Most High, disregarded his commandments and his lifestyle, his code of conduct that he has set out for you. And now when your life is up, your time is up, you go and see the Most High. You can't complain now that you're a slave, right? You can't say to the Most High, oh God, why are they living luxurious? Why are they in complete glory and royalty, but I'm here in rag clothes, serving them, being their slaves? I love you too. You can't say that. See, this life, this test is a testimony against yourself. Now, on the second earth, when you're in your slave position, you're going to understand why it's going to be a testimony against yourself. And you can't question your position. All right? That's what we have. So let's get off into this, right? All praise to the Most High, how he gave me this understanding. People like Saul don't have this understanding. And this is another reason why I'm the high priest. A lot of people can't just go into the Tanakh and pull this type of information out. Pull this type of insight, revelation out of the scriptures, right? So let me break it down for you guys. We're going to start from the beginning. Genesis 27, verse 28, okay? And this is the blessings it goes all the way back to the blessings of Jacob and Esau. Now, this is Jacob's blessing. Genesis 27, verse 28. Therefore, God give thee of the dew of heaven and the fatness of the earth and plenty of corn and wine. Now, notice how in Jacob's blessing, the dew of heaven is mentioned first, and the fatness of the earth is mentioned second to him, right? Meaning that Jacob is blessed with a heavenly earth, okay? Now we're going to go to Esau's blessing. Oh, excuse me. Salakia. We're going to go to Genesis 27 and 39. This is Esau's blessing. Genesis 27, verse 39. All right. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth and of the dew of heaven from above. Now, just with the naked eye on the surface, you would think that these two got the same blessing, the fatness of the earth, the dew of heaven. So what's the big fight? What is the big war about? You got the same blessing. Now, beyond the surface, notice how the fatness of the earth is mentioned first to Esau, and the dew of heaven is mentioned second to Esau, meaning that Esau has an earthly heaven, the first earth. He has an earthly heaven. Jacob has a heavenly earth. Okay? That's what it means. And they understood this, and that Jacob's blessing is better because, it's paradise. Right? So let's go back so you can see that clearly. We go back to Genesis 27, verse 28, Jacob's blessing. It says, Therefore God give thee of the dew of heaven and the fatness of the earth. So the dew of heaven is mentioned first to Jacob, and the fatness of the earth is mentioned second to Jacob, meaning that Jacob's blessing is a heavenly earth. Okay, going to Esau's blessing. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth. See, the fatness of the earth is mentioned first to Esau, and of the dew of heaven from above. The dew of heaven is mentioned second to Esau, meaning that Esau has an earthly heaven, the first earth. Okay? But Esau, though he knows what the blessing means, it really doesn't mean that much to him, because in order for it to really mean a lot to you, you have to be a godly person. You have to be more spiritual. You have to be more woke. You have to have a lot of patience and great faith to really honor the blessing that Jacob has, right? And Esau doesn't have that great faith. Esau doesn't have that great patience because Esau sold his birthright. okay, for nothing, for little of nothing. All right. And you can see that characteristics being with white people today. They are not really into holy things, godly things. They don't really have great faith, though they are blessed with the first earth, this earth, the fatness of the earth, right? Job 9:24. Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Even though they are blessed with this earth, the fatness of it, all of the gold and silver and all of the resources, they are still atheists, right? They still rank number one on the atheist poll. And through all the suffering that we go through as a people, we still have this zeal to seek righteousness to the best of our knowledge, to the best of our understanding, even if we're in these Christian churches or these Muslim mosques trying to figure it out, trying to serve God the best way that we know how, right? That's because that's what was installed into us. So we have this great faith and great patience to endure all of this suffering, knowing that there is more after this, right? Because if it wasn't, then what's the point in keeping the commandments if it's no reward or punishment after life? That means you make the Torah optional when you believe that. When you do not believe in a second earth, you make the Torah optional. If you don't believe in a life after death, then you make the Torah optional. You can live your life and keep it if you want to, because nothing is going to happen if you don't keep it. Nothing is going to happen if you do keep it, right? And we all know that that's ludicrous, right? We all know that that's bugged out. We all know that that's a lie. Okay? If you keep it, you will be rewarded. If you don't keep it, you will be punished on the second earth. So you have now. This is testing grounds. You have now, right? To get it right. Right? We go to Job 9:24 and we can confirm that, yeah, this earth was given into the hand of the wicked, and Esau does have an earthly heaven, right? Salakia. This is Job 9:24. Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? That is speaking of the so-called white man, right? He covered the faces of the judges thereof, right? He mimics our art. He goes into our books and into our nation and shoot off the noses of our statues, shoot off the faces of our monuments and landmarks and statues. He even do that to the Hamites, right? And he whitewashes everything pretty much. And then he also creates confusion by painting JC black, depicting him as black, so that he can be more appealing to our people, will our people in. And it's an idolatry trap. It traps you into idolatry, right? So that's what this is saying. This is what he does. This is wicked. He does not regard anything holy or godly sacred. Okay? All right, so he has the first earth, and he's the wicked, so we are being tested by the wicked, right? It's all about us, right? So get it out your head that this land of Israel, going back to Israel, is your rest. This is not your true rest. You probably will have a little piece here, probably 10 years of rest, tops, if the Most High is merciful, right? But this is not your rest. Listen to the prophet tell you. This is Micah. He was not in captivity. He was never in captivity. He's in Israel right now saying this. Arise, arise ye, and depart. This is Micah 2:10. Arise ye, and depart, for this is not your rest. He's in Israel saying this is not your rest to the people because it is polluted. This world is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction. Arise ye, do not get comfortable. Do not get too comfortable, right? And depart, remove all attachments in your mind that you have for this place. You know, you got your plans laid out, you got goals on starting your career and all. Don't get too caught up in that stuff. You have to remember that this is not your rest. People get really caught up in that stuff. They go through all Esau's college courses and stuff like that to get a career. And a lot of people don't even make it to their career. They die before then. That is not what this is about, right? That's not what this life is about. This life is testing grounds, right? Keep the Most High's commandments. That's the whole duty of man, right? Arise ye. Also, this is spiritual. A spiritual rising. Arise in your mind. Arise to a higher level of understanding. Arise and depart, for this is not your rest. Understand that. Because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction. And this is what the Most High says as well, right? The Most High says this while we are already in the land of Israel, right? We are already in the land of Israel, and the Most High says this in 2 Samuel chapter 7, verse 10. This is 2 Samuel chapter 7, verse 10. Moreover, I will appoint a place for my people Israel. Now, we are already in Israel when the Most High is saying this to King David and his fellows. Okay? The Most High right now, he's moved, right? King David touched his heart by wanting to build a big, glorious, fancy kingdom. Well, not kingdom, but temple for the Most High. And the Most High is like, wow, I feel honored. Listen, I know your heart is reaching out to me because, you know, King David is a man after God's own heart. And the Most High is basically saying, Like, that's really nice that you want to build a house for me. You want to build a temple for me to worship in and to worship me in style and all of that. But I do not dwell in houses made with man's hands, though I see in your mind that you have good intentions with this. But I have already built a house for you and for the Israelites. Yeah, this is not it, right? Where you have to constantly be on guard of the children of wickedness. Listen to what the Most High is saying. 2 Samuel 7 verse 10. Moreover, I will appoint a place for my people Israel and will plant them. Right? See, when he plant us, we won't be uprooted. Okay? That they may dwell in a place of their own. Now, we're already in Israel when he's saying this. This is King David's rule. We're in Israel. All right? He is saying, and will plant them that they may dwell in a place of their own and move no more. See, on the second earth, that's our blessing. That's Jacob's blessing. We will be moved no more. Neither shall the children of wickedness afflict them anymore as before time. So like on this earth, the children of wickedness, the Edomites, the Moabites, the Ishmaelites, right? They afflict us, right? They come together in cahoots, in alliance, in crafty counsel to destroy us, to cut us off from being a nation. That will not be anymore on the second earth. We're going to be in complete rulership, right? Let's read about this second earth that the Most High created. Let's read more about it. We're going to go to Isaiah 65, verse 17. For behold, I create new heavens and a new earth. A new heaven? That means a new sky? A new firmament? For behold, I create new heavens and a new earth. There you have it right there. That's the second earth, a new earth. Not a refurbished earth, not a restored earth, right? Not a replenished earth, but a new earth, right? A new earth with a new sky. Right? Because if you say that the Most High will restore the land, because in war the land will be destroyed, and the Most High is going to restore the land, but how the sky is going to be destroyed, for that the Most High to replace the heavens, the sky, the firmament. See, this is a completely whole new earth, second earth, right? For behold, I create new heavens and a new earth, and the former shall not be remembered, nor come into mind. So, this first earth, all the thoughts, all of the memories of this earth, of us not being in rulership, we're not going to remember that anymore. All of the suffering that we went through, everything that breaks our heart, on this side in this world will not be remembered on the second earth, right? It's nothing that's going to get in the way of our paradise, of our happiness on the second earth, sitting up, being depressed about stuff over on this world still. No, it's not going to be like that, right? It's not going to be like that. It's going to be enjoyable. It's going to be paradise, right? Isaiah 66, verse 22. Here it is again. The Most High means it. For as the new heavens and the new earth, which I will make, shall remain before me, says Yahweh, so shall your seed and your name remain. So the second earth remains before Yahweh. That means the second earth, the new earth, is not going anywhere, right? We're going to be closer to the Most High on the second earth. That's where he truly dwells, right? And we're going to be in physical form there. And if you say that something shall, if you hear that the Most High says that something shall remain before him, he's eternity. So that means, what this is remaining before him, the second earth, that's eternity. That ain't going nowhere. That is there. It is set up. It is what it is, right? That's the cycle of life. You leave here and go there, okay? So let's go and hear about what the wisest man that has ever stepped on earth said about the second earth. We can go to Wisdom of Solomon. Let's go to Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 4, verse 16. Okay? This is Wisdom of Solomon 4, verse 16. And we're going to read about what the wisest man that has ever walked the earth said about life after death. What did this wise man say about the second earth? Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 4, verse 16. Thus the righteous that is dead shall condemn the ungodly which are living. Now, what does that mean? How can the dead judge the living? Because the dead here is not really dead. They are living. They are living with the ungodly that is living. But so that you can understand, this is life after death. Thus the righteous that is dead shall condemn the ungodly which are living. So this is life after death. The righteous is going to judge the ungodly on the second earth, right? Thus the righteous that is dead shall condemn the ungodly which are living, and youth that is soon perfected the many years and old age of the unrighteous. And youth that is soon perfected the many years and old age of the unrighteous. right? So we are going to be, as the righteous, we're going to be in perfect health. But the ungodly, not quite so. For they shall see the end of the wise, and shall not understand what God in his counsel has decreed of him, and to what end Yahweh has set him in safety. So they're going to be in awe when they see that the Most High lifted us up. Yeah, all these worldly people, all of these wicked people, they're going to be completely shocked and in awe, with their mouths dropped and their eyes all bugged out wide and big, seeing that the Most High has put us in glory and in safety. They shall see him and despise him. Oh yeah, y'all gonna see us, the righteous, the 1/3, the remnant, the ones that serve the Most High only, the Yahweh only zealots, the Yahweh only saints. Y'all are going to see us. They shall see him and despise him. But God shall laugh them to scorn. There ain't going to be anything that they can do to us. The most powerfulest, wicked people on this earth right now, with all of their military weaponry, with all of their guns and all of their soldiers, they're not going to be able to touch us, but they will despise us. They will be jealous of us and envious of us. They shall see him and despise him, but God shall laugh them to scorn. And they shall hereafter, this is after death, hereafter, be a vile carcass and a reproach among the dead forever. How can you be a reproach, a shameful thing among the dead forever? How can the dead reproach you? How can the dead, right, shame you? They're dead. See? But this is about the hereafter. Though they are dead to this world, they are alive on the second world, the second earth. Right? And they shall hereafter be a vile carcass and a reproach among the dead forever. Right? Like Daniel says, Daniel 12:2. Some will awake to everlasting righteousness, and some will awake, the wicked will awake to everlasting shame and everlasting contempt. Right? For he shall rend them and cast them down headlong, that they shall be speechless. It's nothing that they can say, because their life is a testimony against themselves. They can't complain that they're servants. For he shall rend them and cast them down headlong, that they shall be speechless, and he shall shake them from the foundation, and they shall be utterly waste, and they shall be utterly laid waste, and be in sorrow, and their memorial shall perish. So their memory of being kings and having it their way, all of these rappers, like Drake and Jay-Z and Beyonce and Rihanna, that done wickedly and partook in the devil's kingdom here on this side, right? The memory of their luxury, how they lived deliciously on this earth, will perish, and they will be in sorrow. And all of their minions that followed them and that attended their concerts and that worshiped them and that lived their lives like they wanted you to live your life, they will all be in sorrow and be utterly laid waste. Okay? And when they cast up the accounts of their sins, they shall come with fear, and their own iniquities shall convince them to their face. Like I said, this life is a test, and after this life is a testimony against yourself. So that's why it says their own iniquities shall convince them to their face. So they're going to be like, oh yeah, I was wicked. I don't deserve to have a paradise. I don't deserve to have a high position on this earth, the second earth. All right. Now we're going to go to Wisdom of Solomon. Let's go to Wisdom of Solomon. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5. And we're going to start at verse 15. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 15. But the righteous live forevermore. Their reward also is with Yahweh, and the care of them is with the Most High. So our reward is with Yahweh. Where is Yahweh? Yahweh is in the heavens. Yahweh is on the second earth, dwelling in the midst of Israel. That's where our reward is. So we have to get to the Most High to get to our rewards. Okay? Therefore shall they receive a glorious kingdom. Yes. This is the second earth Israelite kingdom. Therefore shall they receive a glorious kingdom and a beautiful crown from Yahweh's hand. For with his right hand shall he cover them, and with his arm shall he protect them. So with much power and more power, the Most High is going to protect us with his power. Right? So we're going to be in royalty. We're going into royalty after this life. We're going to be blessed with a glorious kingdom and a beautiful crown. We're going to have crowns on our heads, right? Man and woman. But we have to be in order, serving the Most High only, keeping his commandments, telling our people to wake up, washing the blood off our hands, telling them to repent, to serve the Most High only also, and keep all his commandments. That's how you serve the Most High only. You keep his commandments, loving your brother, keeping the Levitical dietary law, right? Not loving these heathens, right? And keeping them in their proper position, having them do their proper duties, right? Being set apart, not partaking in this wicked kingdom, celebrating wicked holidays, right? Keeping the commandments, keeping the code of conduct of the Most High, his statutes, right? Reading on. He shall take to him his jealousy for complete armor, and make the creature his weapon for the revenge of his enemies. So there you go. We are the creature. He's going to make us his weapon, right? That's what we read in Jeremiah 51:20. We are his battle axe. So he's going to make us his weapon for the revenge of his enemies. So that's why we have the understanding of a captivity hell, right? The captivity hell doctrine is a true doctrine, right? The fire burning hell is a false doctrine, right? Because he wouldn't need to make the creature a weapon for the revenge of his enemies if it's already a fire burning hell set in place for the revenge of his enemies. So the hellfire doctrine, afterlife, hellfire is false. Some people are going to get burned up, but not for eternity, right? It's going to be all kind of tortures and torments that we put on you, not just fire. So this right here, it confirms it. The captivity hell doctrine is true. He shall put on righteousness as a breastplate and true judgment instead of an helmet. So we are going to judge the nations for the Most High, Yahweh, because we are on one accord with the Most High Yahweh. We love his laws. We keep his laws. We serve him only, right? So the Christian lights, they got it messed up, right? We are the remnant. It's way more Christian lights than it is Yahweh only zealots, the Yahweh only saints, the ones that serve the Most High alone, right? So how is it he's going to make all of them instruments of war to afflict little old us, right? All of them is not going to even be able to get their hands bloody, right? Because we are the smaller group. No, he's going to take the smaller group, the remnant, and have them judge the larger group, the 2/3, right? How are we, the smaller group, the minority, is going to serve the majority? How are we going to serve them? A lot of them is not going to be served. They're going to be waiting on service for a long time because we're short-staffed, right? But with them, it's so many of them that we are going to be served like we are supposed to be served in complete royalty. We won't have to wait on anything. It's going to be a lot of servants like it's supposed to be, like every kingdom is, right? The royal class is smaller than the villagers. It's way more villagers than it is of the people sitting at the royal table, okay? He shall take holiness for an invincible shield. We are going to be spiritually equipped with all we need on the second earth, right? His severe wrath shall he sharpen for a sword, and the world shall fight with him against the unwise. The world of Israel, the remnant, right? Us. We shall fight with him against the unwise, the 2/3 that thought that they were so smart, but they're serving JC and idol, doing something that the Most High hates. Right? Splitting up the Most High's glory and all of that. And the Most High said he would not give his glory unto another. And they are going to feel his wrath on just how much he hates that. Or you're going to feel it. Yeah. Reading on. Then shall the right aiming thunderbolts go abroad, and from the clouds, as from a well-drawn bow, shall they fly to the mark. And hailstones full of wrath shall be cast out of a stone bow, and the water of the sea shall rage against them, and the floods shall cruelly drown them. So we are going to be able, to fight with the Most High. And the Most High is going to be killing the ungodly, because there is a second death. And when you die on the second earth, well, we know that you just completely wiped out of existence, right? But it's going to be a very torturous death. Stones, hailstones dropping on your head, you drowning, you getting burnt up, chopped down with swords, lightning bolts, hit with lightning bolts, all of that, right? Yeah, a mighty wind shall stand up against them, and like a storm shall blow them away. Thus iniquity shall lay waste the whole earth, and ill dealing shall overthrow the thrones of the mighty. So this is because of your iniquity, because of your sin, that you are laid waste, right? Your world is coming to an end. Ill dealing is the reason why now you're overthrown, right? And the mighty is brought low. Okay? And these wicked women can't escape judgment. Let's go to Isaiah. These women can't escape judgment either. The wicked women, even the wicked women of Israel. And this is who we here to teach. We are here to teach the so-called black woman, the so-called black man, woman, and child. To know who they are God's chosen people, the Israelites. They need to repent and do what the Most High, our God, requires of us to do, and that is to serve him only and to keep all of his law, statutes, and commandments, abide in his code of conduct. If you do not, there is a severe punishment for it. These commandments for us is not optional. We are in a covenant with the Most High, right? Let's go. Isaiah 3, verse 16. Moreover, Yahweh said, because the daughters of Zion are haughty, right? They're cocky, they're conceited, puffed up with pride, and walk with stretched forth necks and wanton eyes, evil eyes, walking and mincing as they go, and making a tingling with their feet. That's what we see now. They think that they're all that. Right? Therefore, Yahweh will smite with a scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion. So, Yahweh is going to curse you with baldness, right? And knock your crown off, Like in Wisdom of Solomon, we read that we will receive a beautiful crown. Well, he's going to knock your crown off. You're not going to be in royalty because of your lewdness. The Israelite woman is Ezekiel 23, the lewd woman. Look at her. No one does lewdness the way she does. Shaking her ass, twerking, all of these ratchet rappers, female rappers, sexualizing themselves, over-sexualizing themselves, right? For money or whatever it may be. Even just for social status, right? Just for notoriety, popularity, and for validation. These women over-sexualize themselves for pennies and less than pennies. Social media likes. You don't even get a penny a like. That's ridiculous. But they always showing their ass, always got themselves on display, right? And that's just what they are. When you look off into the spirit, they are displaying themselves as rewards to the wealthy, right? Come and get me if you have enough money. My price is this, my price is that. They have a price, right? And they're going to go to the righteous men, right? Yeah, they are rewards, but rewards for the righteous men if we want them, and we're going to handpick and select them and have our pick of the litter of those rewards. Therefore, Yahweh will smite with a scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion, and Yahweh will discover their secret parts. Right? In that day, Yahweh will take away the bravery of their tinkling ornaments about their feet and their colls and their round tires like the moon, like those bamboo earrings that they be having, them big hoop earrings in their hair in the ghetto. You know, yeah, our women wear that. This is about the so-called black woman, the daughter of Zion, the chosen, the Israelite, the wicked woman, the wicked women of our nation, not the righteous women of our nation that has their men back, right, and do what the Most High requires of them to do. This is a passage about the wicked women, the chains, right, the shameless women, and the bracelets and the mufflers, the bonnets, bonnet babe, see? And the ornaments of the legs, and the headbands, and the tablets, and the earrings, the rings and the nose jewels, the changeable suits of apparel, and the mantles, and the wimples, and the crisping pins, all of your accessories, all of your filters, right, all of your makeup, the glasses, and the fine linen, and the hoods, and the veils, social media, right, all of your independent jobs, your career. And it shall come to pass that instead of sweet smell, instead of that perfume, all of that body wash, right, expensive oils, there shall be stink, and instead of a girdle, a rant, and instead of well-set hair, baldness, and instead of a stomacher, a girding of sackcloth, and burning instead of beauty. Right? Thy men shall fall by the sword, the bad boys that they are attracted to, act bad. These city girls, you know, it's how they feel. It's how the ratchet feels. This is how the lewd woman, right? The feminists, this is how they feel, right? They want to act bad. All of the bad bitches, right? Posing with their ass out, looking back, with their hands cuffed at the bottom of their ass cheeks, right? Putting themselves on display as rewards. Thy men shall fall by the sword, and thy mighty in the war. Yeah, there's a war coming, and we're going to kill 2/3. And her gates shall lament and mourn, and she being desolate shall sit upon the ground. Her gates. So there's a prison village, a dungeon city, that hereafter on the second earth, these women are going. Her gates shall lament and mourn, and she being desolate shall sit upon the ground. All right. And see, now, even though that this is another chapter, this wasn't written by the prophet in chapter form and having abbreviation, periods, commas, and stuff like that, right? They just continued on writing. So this is just continuing on from what we just read. That's why it starts off by saying and, right? So Isaiah 4:1, and in that day 7 wicked women, right? These lewd women, these bad bitches, right? That we just read about, that are sitting on the ground in Dungeon City Prison Village, in the ghettos of the kingdom. And in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name, to take away our reproach, to take away our shame. Right? Exactly. So these women is going to be begging us, the men of Yahweh, the 1/3, the righteous. They're going to be begging us to take away their reproach, to clean them up, to bring them in to the kingdom. We are going to be admired, the new celebrities, the new kings. They are going to truly see us for who we truly are, though they didn't want to serve the Most High right here on this side, on this earth, in this life. In the next, they're going to see their great error, right? And they're going to be begging us to take them with us, to marry them, even as concubines and handmaids, to take them out of Dungeon City Prison Village, the ghettos in the kingdom, and bring them to the upper echelon, to the royal side of the kingdom, right? In that day shall the branch of Yahweh be beautiful and glorious, and the fruit of the earth shall be excellent and comely for them that are escaped of Israel. So it's going to be beautiful for the righteous man in that day, King. It's going to be beautiful for us, right? Finally, we're going to get rid of feminism. Finally, we are going to have our rightful positions back, and these women are going to be stripped of everything that they have now that is allowing them to boast themselves above us. So whatever it is, whatever it may be that makes them feel that they're better than us, they are going to be stripped of that, right? And everything is going to go upside right instead of being upside down. And it's going to be perfected. And it's going to really be seen who's who on the second earth. It's for the righteous that keeps the Most High's commandments with gladness of heart. All right? Now, Kram Yashal. Yo, this is real. Here. It's real. And we have great faith. Our rewards is coming. That's right. Our rewards is coming. So, a place like Instagram, right? I noticed like these women, these worldly women trying to be Instagram models and stuff like that or whatever it is. They just displaying themselves as rewards for the wealthy, for the powerful. And who's going to be more wealthy than us? Who is right now more wealthy than us? The righteous Israelites, the righteous Israelite man. We have a great inheritance, right? And that is not apart from us. And they're going to see once we come into our inheritance, like we're rich. We got riches stored up for us. There's no one more powerful and more wealthy than us, right? We're not millionaires, billionaires. We're not trillionaires. We're exfinitaires. Got exfinity amount of wealth. Everlasting. Right? Eternitaires. Eternity. Eternitaires. Eternal wealth. That's what we have. That's right. So we're going to have a lot of women because we can take care of them. And we're going to have a lot of land to store them, to house them. Right? Exactly. And we're going to get into the luxury of the second earth in the next video lesson. The luxury, the fabulous, fantastic life of the Israelite man and woman on the second earth. Understand that? Shalom.